So these are tough times. They're tough times in so many ways. But I believe from the bottom of my heart that if we stand together, if we do not let Trump and his friends divide us up by the color of our skin or where we were born or our sexual orientation, if we stand together, we can not only defeat Trumpism, we can in fact create the kind of nation that the working families of this country deserve. All right, I want to ask you a question right now, and I'd like somebody to raise their hand, maybe come up here. Let's talk about immigration. Let's talk about what's going on in McAllen. Who wants to come on up here and say a few words on that, or raise their hands at least? Got a mic? All right. Who wants to talk about that? Danny? Okay, right here? All right, we got a mic for you. 1 second. Okay. Hold the mic in your hand.
Hold it, okay.
Right, tell me what's happening. Hold it. You can hold it. Let him hold it.
Can I hold it?
You can hold
it. Is that okay? Well, Senator Sanders, first of all, thank you so much for coming down to the border. But to be real, we're in the state of crisis. I have personal friends, family members. There's a lot of us here, but there are thousands of our friends and family members that wouldn't even drive here because they're afraid to drive in the streets at night. I know people working, domestic workers, people that work in restaurants, they're not showing up to work. That have, kids in our public schools, they're not sure if they're gonna drive them to school this fall. So I don't know if I have a question, but I just wanted to really bring forward the urgency, yes, how scared people really are right now. We didn't really feel it into this administration. I know there's been a lot of talk about fear, but it's really never been this urgent like this time around. And I'm wondering what we could do with senators like you, like Greg Kazar. What can we do to protect our people right now? I know there's a lot of Know Your Rights movement going on, but what can we do with leaders that have the power that you do to start to better protect our people in this moment of crisis?
Well, I think, here's what I don't have the magic answer. This is what I think. First thought, the American people are increasingly disturbed by what they are seeing on their TV screens. All right, it's one thing to say, I am going to get rid of a drug dealer or a violent criminal who came to this country illegally. And people say, yeah, that's fine, get rid of that person. It's another thing to go after somebody who's been working on a job, paying taxes, working hard for 10 years, and say, we're going to throw that person out. And it's an interesting thing. Some of you may have noticed that recently. You have large employers in agriculture and in meat processing. They're saying to Trump, do you know what you're doing? You want to throw all of these people out? The price of food in America is going to double. That's what the employers are saying, because they know who is doing the work. So I think the answer, and again, I am in a minority on this, but the answer has got to be immediately to stop this business of people being arrested without due process, thrown into detention centers. That is not, I believe, what most Americans want. And the polling is now becoming clearer, by the way. Again, what they will use, the rhetoric they will use is, we're throwing out these violent criminals. Some people say, good, do it. But when you go after people who have lived in this country for a long time, worked hard, pay taxes, live by the rules, that is not working so well for Trump. So we got to figure out a way to stop ICE from what they are doing as soon as possible.